Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert from Custodian File. Let's just jump on in. Videos from December 16th. Today is December 20th. What we're looking at here is the Edison DWP, Department of Water and Power Edison chopper. Coming in, looking around. They asked, look at, did you just see that? Did you see the two dragons? Easy to predict. Easy, easy. It comes right there. Very common, very common. They come right there. That's the gas company, Marina Del Rey. They come off the ground right there. They literally, and that's private property. That's all highly guarded private property. Look at this thing in the same angle of launch too, 45 degrees. If you've seen my videos in the past, you know this dragon launches off the ground at 45 degrees. That's where the tower was, the oil well tower, for safety purposes. But nevertheless, this is the first, look at that, this is the first tag. There are small UAPs flying around Marina Del Rey. The DWP is here because of their flare cameras. They can see these things. They leave a heat signature. Here it comes. It's coming off the ground at 45 degrees. That's usually where the tower is. They just moved the tower. It's just same, identical, remarkable. What can I say here? If you've been watching my channel, you'll say, what is going on? These things fly at the exact same spot over in the same angles. Very predictable. That's why these are not birds and bugs. Nobody can predict birds or bugs, but you can predict mechanical devices because there is a psychology to it. There is a mechanical psychology involved, and that's one of our advantages. The other advantage is they leave a heat trail and a radar signature. So they're not totally invisible. They are trackable. Look at this. Very predictable. Very predictable. Anyone can do this. Hold your camera landscape, zoom in halfway, just about where that is. If you zoom in too much, you'll lose the dragon. If you zoom back too far, you won't see the dragon. Just like this. Look at this guy. Look at this dragon coming from the left. He swoops down. He recons the chopper, and then he climbs away. Why are they reconning our aircraft? For what purpose? For what purpose? All right, let's go to the next video. Super, here's a video from YouTube, a UAP, look at this, a UAP getting tagged by a dragon. Very common, whenever you see UAPs, like larger ships, look for dragons in the video. That's all I gotta say, just look for dragons. They go hand in hand. I've watched so many videos, I've come to the conclusion that the primary function of these UAP small dragons are to escort. They escort larger UAPs. Now once they've arrived to any planet, in this case planet Earth, then they recon the planet, and I mean they recon it with a fine-tooth comb, like an electron microscope. I mean, they're looking at our atoms here and how they're lined up, and unbelievable what these guys are doing here. So I say let's take them serious and start to study them and figure out what's going on in the big picture. All right, super. Let's go to the next. Super. Here's a photo from one of the viewers, Mark in the UK. Mark's been sending me a lot of good videos. I really appreciate that. Again, I'm getting videos from all over the world now. My viewers, I have asked, take the Dragon Challenge, the UAP Dragon Challenge. What are dragons? These are small UAPs flying around at 2,000 miles an hour. I call them dragons, not because it's a video game, but 6 years ago, I thought they were dragonflies. Like they had to be dragonflies. If you're watching this for the first time, you're saying, Robert, these are bugs. That was my assumption. They had to be a bug, an insect. It just had to be. But 10, 20,000 videos later, better cameras, just a better everything. There's something very small flying around in our airspace. They're reconning our aircraft. They're reconning anything in the air. Paraglides, kites, birds, earth drones, everything gets recon. That's what makes them so baitable, by the way. They are baitable. Take your earth drone and have somebody record it and see if it doesn't get tagged, and also see if your Earth drone, if the battery doesn't die in 1 minute. Seems to be very common now. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, super, thank you. So we're going to revisit some old bird videos. For the new viewers, there's many new viewers that swear these are birds and bugs. So it was suggested, Robert, just play some old birds and bug videos. And that's what these are. Here are some birds, very predictable, very easy, very slow. No mystery here. I understand if you're new, you want to see what birds and bugs look like compared to dragons. So I'll take the time, but if you look at my old videos, you'll see a lot of birds and bugs back then. But I'll replay some real birds and bugs and really try to give you some clarity on the concept here. Because it's easy to assume, I get it, birds and bugs, and bugs actually are very hard. You'd be surprised how hard it is to film a real bug. But I do have a couple real bugs, and I'm going to show you those videos. Great, airliners, look at this. See, that's what a bird looks like. I just record airliners. They do get tagged by dragons, but once in a while a bird flies by in slow motion, very detectable, very identifiable, easy to do. These are what birds look like. Let's look at another bird video and jump back into dragons because we don't have a lot of time to throw away. Let's go. See the wing beats? Very identifiable, very easy. 4K, I'm recording with a Panasonic X1000 4K 60 frames. Pretty good camera, I can't complain. And there it is, another bird. That's all I can say. They're very easy. You can record these yourself. Once in a while, you'll record a bird. You'll record a bug. I doubt if you'll record a bugs are hard. People are sending me a lot of dragon videos. They're not sending me bug videos. I wish it was easy to record, and now we're going into the winter. People are still sending me dragon videos in the winter time. So you draw your own conclusions. I get it. This is mind-boggling. I mean, you'll be shaking your head. Some of you are scared. I get that. I was scared for 100 days. So I'm not going to say don't be scared because, that's understandable. So if you're still scared after 100 days, well, I don't know. Maybe that might be too long. These guys are not here to harm us. They're just reconning. They want to know everything about us that you can imagine. And I do have a couple of videos. Well, I have one video, 2018, where a Black Hawk evidently fired on a dragon, the energy weapon, and kind of blew it out of the sky. I have the video, but it was rescued by a second dragon, came to its rescue, and they both got out of here. So my point is, if you shoot at them, they don't shoot back. However, if they are escorting larger UAPs with an organic pilot on board, that I do not recommend. Do not shoot at the larger organic UAPs. That would be a dangerous experiment. I can tell you, talking to the Air Force, we did do that experiment from 1950 to 1970. I don't have the official operation by the moniker it went by, but we did do that for 20 years. Probably nobody knows the story. A major at the Air Force gave me this information. But for 20 years, there were standing orders to shoot down a UFO at any cost. And I could tell you in 20 years that somewhere in the world, every day, we lost a military aircraft every day for 20 years trying to shoot down a real UFO. What they would do, they would just reverse our missiles on us and shoot our helicopters and planes down. And last year I saw the same interview. The Italian government told the same story, that they were trying to shoot it down, and the missiles were returned, made a U-turn, returned to sender. So evidently those are two highly reliable sources. I mean, the Italian government and this major in the Air Force who personally told me this. He wanted me to know. they told him around 1973, this is what we've been doing, and it was a total failure. And I don't think that experiment has ever been repeated. So it's highly advisable not to shoot at larger UAPs. You can shoot at these dragons, they don't shoot back. Okay, super. If you have any questions, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, contact me at custodianfile@gmail. Custodianfile@gmail. All right, let's go to the next. All right, super here. So a viewer was just telling me, they said, Robert, you know, these things remind me of the von Neumann probes. And I said, what is that? So I Google and look it up. So, wow, to my surprise, look at these things. Look at the images. Never heard of this. What can I say? I had no clue, but these images are similar to dragons. I don't know how long this concept's been around. Cambridge has been doing research, theoretical research on this, and they're saying that in theory, these things would be self-replicating, and they would be exploring the universe. And I have come to the same conclusion without really knowing about other people's research. I think that when you're serious scientists and you seek the truth, you tend to come to the same conclusions, the same answers, independent of one another. The reason why I think these dragons are self-replicating is pretty simple. They have access to unlimited physics, unlimited chemistry, unlimited biology, and especially unlimited electricity. Okay, especially unlimited electricity. So this is the way it plays out. This is how I see it. When you have unlimited electricity, electricity is more valuable. It's the money in the universe. It's the money. It's the trading units. Much more valuable than gold. When you have unlimited electricity and unlimited knowledge of physics, and when you have access to the ocean, you can just extract any mineral you want. So what is it like in 1 square mile of ocean, if I remember correctly, there's like 1,000 tons of gold atoms. So the whole point is, if they have access to all this knowledge, unlimited biology, so they can, unlimited sequencing, they could just grab any protein they need out of the ocean and literally self-replicate, or any mineral. So it's really not that hard. I mean, once you have the knowledge, right? Once you know how a magic trick is done, it's like, oh, it's not that hard. It's kind of easy. Of course, creating a great magic trick or creating physics and biology 1,000 years from now, I mean, that's the problem. How do you get your hands on that? But it is interesting. So thank you to the viewer again who brought this up, the von Neumann. This is amazing how this is all coming together. Yeah, electricity. And you have unlimited electricity. If you have unlimited, it's like a time machine. Well, actually, unlimited electricity is a time machine, but that's another a post here. So I'll tell you what, I'll wrap it up here. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I do want to hear from you, custodianfile@gmail. Until the next video, stay safe. Thank you. Bye-bye.